Okay, so today is our first day officially home with Harper. So I'm gonna vlog a little bit, just show you how we're kind of like getting into the swing of things. Joe took the kids this morning to church. So the kids are at church. I'll probably watch Mass on TV in a little bit when I go to feed Harper. But I've been like just trying to like unpack things still, figure out our rhythm with bottles. Last night she had a really good night and she did good on her feed, so I'm happy, less stressed out than I was on the first night that we were home, like, you know, the time that it was just kidding, then we had to go back to the hospital. But she fed this morning, and like she's like starting to wake up. She's been hanging out here for a little while. We have kind of like our setup here where we have some diapers and wipes. I have another swaddle, trying to figure out what we need. This is her little bear that she got at the hospital that they gave us, which was really sweet. Pretty sure she pooped. Oh, you so sleepy? You should still be sleeping a little while longer. But I know I'm gonna have to change her diaper. I'm just kind of waiting until she screams that she's hungry. I just finished pumping, so I have my pump stuff out. I'm trying to figure out like where to put this stuff. This is the charger for the pump. This I use to like bring all my pumping stuff down, but I need to find a better way to like, I think I'm gonna put things in like a tote bag and kind of have like a, I don't know, pumping tote, because that was hard to bring down the stairs. This is gonna be her bottle when she wakes up, which is gonna be real soon. Still tracking all of her feeding times, still tracking all of my pumping times. And then I'm currently sterilizing bottles because that's something that I haven't really been able to do since I was in the hospital and I didn't have my sterilizer. So now I think the recommendation is like once a day you sterilize your pump parts, your bottles. So finally working on that. I have all my milk bags and trying to figure out just how, again, like to store milk. I have all of this milk that I got that I had pumped in the hospital. So some of this is gonna expire today. So like there's like little expiration dates that they had put on here. So I have to like keep track of that. And then if it's gonna expire, move it to the freezer. I have also up here like two little containers where if I pump more than what I need for a feed, then I transfer it into the mason jars. I'm gonna have a little milk collection there. And then also in the freezer, I have a bunch of food apparently, but I'm freezing some other like just breast milk. So I'm trying to find a routine with that. Like all these things that I really haven't done in a long time. Again, with Sean, I never had to be freezing milk. He was exclusively breastfed. Like I don't even think I used my pump really once. I used my Haka, so I think maybe I collected a little bit extra, but it wasn't like I had to be pumping in order to feed him because he was at the breast. So right now we're gonna be continuing just the pumping because she's still too little, I think at this point, to latch, and we're not gonna risk tiring her out and then having her not feed. So for now the plan is primarily bottle, give her the breast like if she wants like a little snack or she just wants to practice latching. Eventually the goal will be to like hopefully maybe transition her to the breast so that I don't have to wash the bottles and worry about pumping and all of that, but not yet. She's still too little. But it's starting just to like sink in that we're home and that like this is our new normal and we're gonna have to like figure out just how to do things. And Joe's been great taking care of like the big kids. He got them all dressed for church so that I could be pumping and feeding her. Her feeds still take like half an hour, so it's like if she's feeding for half an hour and I'm pumping for 20 minutes, it's almost like a whole hour that I have to like do that. And then I have a little bit of time maybe to do something else. So like for example, I've been trying to just like clear off my counter because I have so much stuff on the counter just piled up from not being here and stuff. I had ordered a whole bunch of curriculum, you guys, so that I wouldn't have to be worrying about curriculum for the kids. I'm not gonna show it all to you now, but I've been just unboxing things that we had gotten for next year. I'm so excited to use so much of this. Some of this is for space camp that Joe's gonna be doing with the kids, but some of it is for like just next year, and I'm so excited. This is for space camp. Like I got them like little Yoda cards of space stuff. I'm such a nerd when it comes to this kind of stuff. Like I love this. This is just so my jam. That's why like when people are like, I don't know how you homeschool, like I freaking love this stuff. Like I even bought them. Look how cool. This is like the only thing I'll show you because then like this doesn't really apply to newborn life. But next year for history, the kids are doing like knights and castles and like medieval times. Like that's kind of like the stuff that's gonna be that they're gonna be focusing on. So I bought the kids like this Minecraft book that's all about fortresses and castles. You guys know that they're obsessed with like Minecraft, and Joe is too. So he just saw this book and he's like, this is the best book you've ever bought. So it shows them like how to build actual castles. So when I find an opportunity to like tie in things that they like and like interests of theirs with things that they have to learn about, it always makes me so happy. So I'm glad that they liked that this morning. Joe had also gone to Publix one of the days that I was still in the hospital, and the body armors were buy one, get one free. And so he bought a whole bunch, but I want to put them in the fridge or in like our little mini fridge thing down there because I will not drink this hot, but this is good for your milk supply. I had a bunch of this with Sean and it kept me nice and hydrated. So I'm gonna put that down here so that I have all of them. I'm gonna be blocking Joe's beer though, and he's gonna get mad, but it needs to be cold. So it is what it is. Okay, I was able to do a bunch of organizing here in the homeschool cabinet, which was good, something I needed to do. I have all of these things that I need to take upstairs at some point, but in order for me to clear off like some of the clutter on my counter, I had to do some stuff in here. So that was productive. Now it looks like little miss is waking up. So I'm gonna take this to the couch and we are going to feed. I have to like get all of my things. I need more water. See, she woke up after like 3 hours since her last feed. I would typically change her diaper, but I first want to see if I can get her to take some of her milk. And then we do like diaper change halfway, typically is what I've been doing with her. Good morning. She is so yummy and delicious. Hi, baby. To get her with her eyes open, there was a time where it was really hard. And now you're opening your eyes more. You hungry? Let's go eat some, Papa. I think I told you guys that we were trying the Dr. Brown's bottles with the Ultra Preemie Nipple and the Preemie Nipple. And I feel like with the Ultra Preemie Nipple, which is like smaller, she was like tiring out more in her feeds. So I am trying the Preemie Nipple. That's the one I used all last night, and I feel like she did pretty good with it. She dripped like a little bit, but I feel like she got less tired. So I'm gonna continue with just the Preemie Nipple and see how she does with it over the next couple days. If anything, I can always go back. But it's still a very slow flow nipple, just like I guess a little bit faster than the other one. She did most of her bottle. She left like a tiny little bit. I have to measure out how much she left. This bottle doesn't have like all the little milliliter lines, so I need to go figure out what she left. But our goal is like 50 to 55 mLs each feed. That's what I'm trying to get her to do. Oh, good burp. Good burp, Mama. A minute for the outfit too. Her little lemon PJ. I cannot. You're a very cute girl. You guys see how tiny she is? She is tiny. I'm gonna weigh her today, but I think that when we left the hospital, she was like 5 pounds, 11 ounces, I think. But if that's the case, that's how much I weighed when I was born. I was a tiny little flea like this. Gotta change your diaper. Guys, these tiny little preemie diapers are hysterical. I showed you guys in another video, but these are the preemie ones, and these are the newborn ones. Look at the size comparison of that compared to her. Like, teeny, teeny, tiny. It's so funny. And half of her umbilical cord, by the way, already came off. They came off in the NICU. Little mama, look at those little legs. Also, for size comparison, a bag of wipes. And my child. I cannot get over how tiny she is. Okay, she did 53 mLs. I don't think she's gonna do any more. I offered her more and she was not having it. So now she has like a little bit of a wake time. Sometimes she goes straight back to sleep. But her eyes were open literally a second ago. I was gonna have you guys see her. Are you sleepy? Are you sleepy again? So when she's awake, there she goes. You can kind of see her eyes. So when she's awake, that's when like the kids obviously like to see her because they can look at her eyes and stuff. But I talk to her, I put her on my chest. We do a little bit of tummy time, like on my chest. And I take pictures of her because I think she's so cute. It has been so long since I have a teeny tiny baby girl. It's just bringing me so much joy to like dress her up and see how cute she looks. Hi, Mama. Like, I have vague memories of when Riley was this little. Like, she was never truly this little. But it's bringing me back to when Riley was my first and it was just her and me. It's just such a crazy thing when you think about it. Just like how much time has passed, how my life has changed since that first baby. It's a very weird feeling, I guess. I feel like I've lived 1,000 lives since then. But anyway, we're gonna watch Mass on TV and enjoy the last few minutes of silence because the kids are about to get back home. And then you guys will really see what our life looks like because it's loud and crazy and chaotic. So I am like trying to soak in these moments when it's just her and I and we can just feed in peace and just enjoy a little quiet. So I think that we're probably going to make that part of our regular routine, at least, you know, while Joe is on paternity leave. He does get the 12 weeks of paternity leave, by the way. So we're going to milk it for all it's worth and just make it a point maybe like once a day or, you know, once every other day. Maybe Joe can take the kids out for a little while so that we can just kind of bond and just do things a little quieter. But so far, it's been a really good day. When Joe gets home, I want to weigh her. We also have like a telehealth appointment with the group that saw her in the NICU just to see like, I guess, how her night went and stuff. But I think she's doing good because she's been eating, she's been pooping, she's been peeing. So I think we good.
What it means is, what it seems to imply at least, is that if this is found in the Bible, then...
All right, kiddos are home from church. What are you eating, Sean?
Yeah.
What is that?
It's what?
How was Mass?
That's good.
Yeah, you happy that we're home?
100%.
Happy that she's doing good?
Yeah. The new norm going.
Yeah, we're excited. So I just finished pumping, so I'm gonna take this. I'm gonna put it in the fridge, show you what I do. So I have these 2 bottles. You don't wanna mix room temperature milk with cold milk. So I pour this in there. And then this one will be like the room temperature that will make cold. And then eventually like you go combining it. And that is how I just try to like combine my milk. And then at the end of the day, I can try to put some in baggies and figure out what I do with it. For now, at least it's in here. And I know that it doesn't go bad. I also have the bottles that I sterilized. This is the same sterilizer that I've had since like Riley was around. So I've got all of like the actual bottles down here and then like the nipples up here. So we're gonna let these dry and then I can fill them even if I wanted to for later. I'm just gonna leave these in here a little longer because they're a little bit wet. We also had the nicest friends we've had. Again, like our community has been so amazing. We had a friend of ours send us Olive Garden last night. So we are going to eat this for lunch. Riley, what do you think of baby Harper?
I love her.
You love her? Are you happy she's home?
Yes.
What are you gonna do with her?
I'm gonna teach her how to be naughty.
What?
I'm just kidding.
How about you do not teach her that?
I'll teach her how to sneak in your room and wake you up.
Oh, thanks. Appreciate it. Hey, Jackson.
What?
What do you think of your sister?
Gum?
Good?
Mm-hmm.
Are you happy she's home?
Mm-hmm.
What are you gonna do with her?
Play with her.
What if she steals all your toys? You gonna yell at her like you yell at Sean?
Yes or no?
Maybe yes.
No, how about you don't yell at her? She's your little sister. You have to be nice to her. Think is she cute?
She's the cutest thing. She's cute.
Yeah, I do.
John is awake. Let's go get him. Excuse me. Why'd you never go to sleep? Look, he literally got out of his sleep sack. What did you do here, Gordo? What did you do?
It feels bad.
Who is that?
What's that?
Who's that?
Oh wait, I know that's
That's Sheep.
on the chair.
I'm gonna sit on the chair. What do you want me to do on the chair? That's. You wanna put it on your head? You want to? You wanna go take it to Dada? Let's tighten it. Let's go show Dada. Ready? Let's go. Let's go show Dad. I don't want to sit. I want to go downstairs. Dinosaur book? You want me to read it? Which one? This one? This one? You want me to read it? Read it? Okay, I read it. Stand taller together. I'm Rex and this is my room. This is a picture of my family, but my family has changed. I'm not sure how I feel about it. This is a book about Dino that gets a baby sister, just so you guys know. Sometimes I feel left out. Everyone wants to see the baby. Everyone wants to hold the baby. Everyone wants to talk about the baby. Everyone treats her like she's extra special. Mom said this is a very important life lesson. When you change the way you look at things, the things you look at change. Do you guys see the rabbit or do you guys see the duck? Which one do you guys see first? I took another look at the baby. Perhaps we could be friends. Perhaps we could be playmates. We could be brother and sister. Did you hear the baby crying? The baby's crying. It's going, baby. You guys, I miss this guy so much. You hear her? Do you want to go see her? He's like very concerned. But yeah, I've been missing him. And he just seems like a giant next to her. It makes me so sad. We're gonna go see the baby? Let's go save her. You gonna take your book or you gonna leave it? Okay, good job. Let's go see baby. Oh no. Where's she at? What did you do to her? Say what's happening? Oh, Jackson, what have you been doing? Building Legos? He's always with the Legos. Sean, what's happening?
Wow.
What is the baby doing? She's crying. Hi, Papa. Papa came to see us. What is that? You drew that?
I painted this at Mimi's house.
Oh, how nice. With all their back and forth that they've been
I
at me and Papa's.
poop.
That's not poop, Jackson. That's
It looks
marshmallow
like
swirls.
Marshmallow swirls.
Papa, you haven't seen her in person.
No, I have not.
Yeah, little Harper. You brought me some food that my grandma had made, which is nice. I don't know how to hold a baby, just sit. It's literally been just like 2 years,
It's
Sean.
been what? Yeah, 2 years.
Oh, no raisin. She's tiny. She's like 5 pounds, 11 ounces. Little.
You got the hiccups?
Yeah, she has hiccups. Betrayal, Papa.
Yes.
Betrayal. He is like,
I kind of think that's his language.
stop holding
Look at
her.
his eyes. Look at his eyes. He's like,
He is not.
if he had Superman, those eyes that burn,
He's burning holes
burn
through
me,
you.
would burn me.
Good, you're cute. Okay, we've been having a very chill day, and so far it's been really nice. Just been tidying up, cleaning up things, putting things away. It was nice to see Papa. Papa brought us again some food and stuff. But I wanted to show you because I mentioned when I filmed in the NICU that one of the things that they gave us while we were there is this bag. The bag says Isaiah 43 verse 2. When you go through deep waters, I will be with you. One of our friends, she very sadly lost her son. She's lost, like what, 3 children now? She's honestly like a saint. She's like so inspirational. But when her son passed away, she put together a foundation, like a little nonprofit. Hey, go. Okay, look, go over there and tell Dada to read that to you. And so one of the things that she does with her like nonprofit is they put together these like care packages for families that end up in the NICU, for families that end up with their child sick in the hospital. And it's so sweet. She's a friend from church. So like in here, they had given me this little tumbler also with scripture. And then there was a crucifix. And I'm just going to take all of this out because I want to like find a home for this stuff so that I can use the bag, hang it up somewhere in our house. If you guys haven't read this book is awesome. It's very short, but it's really a beautiful book. I read it a couple years ago and it's a short read, but I really love it. I have yet to read the letter that is inside because I thought for sure I was gonna cry. And so I have not read that, but they put in here like little rosary. This says amazing love with more scripture, like another little thing that we can put like a wall sign, and a notebook, give thanks in all circumstances, which I thought was very appropriate. And then this is Divine Mercy, Jesus, and Jesus, I trust in you, with the Divine Mercy prayer on the back. And Joe and I were praying the Divine Mercy chaplet multiple times while we were in the NICU, and it just brought us a lot of peace. So I just thought it was so sweet that they, you know, take the time to put together these little care packages. There are also like snacks that they put in there, which I very much appreciated. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna use this tote, I think, as like where I put my pump and where I put like, cause upstairs, like last night I used my pump upstairs with all my pump parts or whatever. When I was coming downstairs today in the morning, I was like trying to bring all of my things with me to come downstairs. So I think that I can use this as like my transport bag and just put it to good use with like just taking stuff up and downstairs. Because I don't have two different pumps at the moment. I don't have two different sets of, you know, pump things. So I think that that will be good. This little notebook I can use, but this was just something they gave us at the hospital. This is cute and I want to save it somewhere special, but this was like the little sign that they had put up on her door to her room. So the nurse was so cute. The nurse was like, oh, here. Like she chased after me yesterday when we left. She's like, here's your little wall sign. You're going to want it for like your memory book or whatever. Literally the sweetest human. She even gave me her number, this nurse, the one that discharged us yesterday. She was also a homeschool mom, and she like works 2 different shifts, like 2 days a week she works, but then she's a homeschool mom, super Christian, very sweet. She gave me her number just in case, because she's also like a lactation consultant, and it was just so beautiful. This morning I woke up to a text from her and she was like, I just wanted to see how baby Harper was doing and how your night went. Remember, I'm just like a text away if you ever need anything. I was like, there are kind humans in this world. It is so beautiful to see that. Honestly, we had so many really great nurses throughout the experience that I think it just like renewed my hope in humanity. We had some that were like not the best, but overwhelmingly, and especially like in the NICU, there were so many really great nurses, and it made my heart happy because like it just made the overall experience that much better. Yeah, Harper is still sleeping. I think she kind of cluster fed this morning, or not this morning, later this afternoon, because she was waking up at like 2.5 hours and like feeding just like smaller amounts. So I just fed her when she was hungry, and now she is sleeping. And sometimes she just like stays in here. I check on her, make sure she's okay, but she was sleepy. This is a child that did not nap today. Hey, Sean, how do you say Harper?
Harper.
How do you say baby Harper?
Baby Harper?
Baby Harper? Where's baby Harper? Where is she? Let's go find her. Oh my gosh. Where's baby Harper?
There he is.
Who's that? Who's that? Who is that? Something. Hey.
Orange.
Orange? Something orange? I don't know. Is it the bottle?
Sure they're all lined up?
No.
No.
I made sure I put rocks and
Something purple? Is it that? Is this it?
No.
Yes.
Orange.
Something orange? Is it the bottle?
No.
No. He doesn't play that very well. That? Is it that?
No.
Yes, it is.